Happy Friday, everybody, and thanks for joining the Proposal Generator webinar today. We have a full house today, so while we wait for those to log on, we've invited Eric Vittardi from Foundation, and he's going to join us for a few minutes just to share some really cool product news, and then we're going to jump right into the webinar. Eric?
Yes, thanks so much, Tammy. I appreciate it. So hello, everybody, and thank you. As Tammy said, I am with Foundation Software, sister company to The Edge. So those of you that may not be familiar, just wanted to give you some info, especially those that are in the roofing space or whatever trade you may be in. But there's been a ton of overlap with Foundation's products and The Edge. So a lot of people have been asking how they can find out more information and what other products that we can offer. We offer really good bundle discounts for folks that are using both or interested in other products. One of which, in particular, that's been really effective and really interesting for the Edge users is Safety HQ. With that, we can offer JHAs, inspections, toolbox talks. Everything is fully customizable and available for users to manage and track pretty much everything they need from a safety tracking and management perspective. So again, if you're having issues with JHAs, site inspections, toolbox talks, certification tracking, incident reports, all the way to the OSHA 300, we have you covered there. We also have some other offerings for you as well too. So if you guys are interested in looking at some things along the lines of, HR products, accounting products, project management, and even timekeeping. So we have some options that can help you track and manage time in, time out from the field, including geolocation and facial recognition. We got a lot of solutions out there. So if any of those things seem like they might be a little bit of a headache for you, you can stay within the same product of families at a pretty good discount, and hopefully we can help you out. So if you're interested in more information, you can reach me at EDV Echo Delta Victor at foundationsoft.com or just fill out some information at foundationsoft.com. We'll also be sending you some more information after the webinar is concluded today. But Tammy, that's pretty much all I got. If we're ready to let this thing rip, thank you so much for the time. And it looks like we have some other people join in.
Thanks so much, Eric. Thank you, guys. All right, just a couple of housekeeping items. Today's session is going to be recorded, so you will receive an email from GoToWebinar within 1 day that includes the recording. And then what I'm going to also do is post that on our new YouTube playlist. So if you don't have that, just reach out to Tammy Zimmel and I will get that information for you. All lines are muted today, and we encourage you to ask questions. We have Joe Pettit and Mike Mao on the line to answer any of your questions that you may have. And then lastly, at the end of the webinar, of course, I got to have a survey. So it's just 4 questions, guys. And we're starting to build out content for next year's, and that includes the colleges. So your feedback is super important because that really helps us shape what we will deliver for next year. So thanks for all for joining. And John, it's all yours.
Okay, thanks, Tammy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Proposal Generator webinar, where I will be showing you how to easily generate proposals for any bid in the Edge. Before we get started, though, I want to show that there are a couple of prerequisites to generating the proposals. The first prerequisite is that your licenses need to be SaaS licenses currently. So SaaS is software as a service. So the other prerequisite is that a user, in order to generate proposals, needs to have the permission in their portal role. So everyone has a role in the client, which is the Edge itself, so they can use the Edge. You may not know this, but there's also a role for the portal to move around in this website, admin.edgeestimator.com. You need a portal role, and inside the portal role, there is a permission that you need turned on in order to generate proposals. Let me come to the roles manager here for just a minute. I want to show you that I've got a portal role right here. I'm going to click edit, I've only got one permission turned on, and it's the permission to view documents. That is the permission that you need turned on. Just by clicking it, it goes green. That is the permission that you need in order to generate proposals. If you have a proposal that you are uploading to the administration portal, you need to have a role, the role, to manage documents in order to upload a new proposal template to your administration portal. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you some steps here. In order to generate a proposal, you need to start with a Word document. It's got to be in Word format. And it's something you're going to type up on your own. Might look something like this. This is a Word document. It's got a company logo at the top, and it's got stuff in there that's worded the way you want it worded. The next thing is you need to find tokens. What are tokens? What am I talking about? Tokens are these things here. I've got a few tokens already plugged into this Word document. I'm going to show you how to plug more tokens into this document. The tokens are variables that are going to pull the values from your edge jobs into your proposal. For instance, this token for bid date is going to pull the bid date from a job into the final end product, which is going to be your proposal. Let me show you now where to find those tokens and how to plug them into this document. Okay, so you're going to see me bouncing back and forth between Word and the administration portal and the edge. So I'm going to show you how to copy tokens and paste them into your Word document. Then how to post that document once it's been saved, how to post it to the administration portal. After the document has been posted to the administration portal, from then on out, you will be able to generate proposals for any job at any time, 24/7, 365. So the question is, where do I find those tokens? You find them on the administration portal, admin.edgeestimator.com. You click admin, then you click templates manager right here. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to get rid of this one because it's one I created right before this presentation. And what you're going to do is you're going to click the template keys library. This is the template keys library. It is actually the token library. These things in the column on the right are the actual tokens for what it says right here. So this is the token for the bid name, okay? And as you scroll down, you'll see we have many tokens for different information. You can get totals and subtotals for the entire job. You can get totals and subtotals for subdivisions. Okay, so we're going to be copying tokens from this token library and pasting them into our Word document. So in the Word document, I want the project name, which is the bid name. So right here, the very first token is the token for bid name. So I'm going to highlight it. I like to say swipe over it. And I'm going to copy it. I can either right click and copy, or I could have done Control C as in Charlie. It doesn't matter. You can do it either way. And then I'm going to paste it into my Word document. So I'm going to right click and paste. There we go. I now have the token for the bid name. The next one that I'm going to put in here is the token for the overall selling price of this job. I'm going to put it after this word is. So I'm going to come back here to the token library, and I'm going to look for the overall selling price. I've already looked at this. I know it's on page 3. Right here is the selling price. So I'm going to copy the token, right click, copy, and come back to my Word document. I'm going to put it after the word is. By the way, when I copied it, I copied the entire thing, brackets and all, on every one of these tokens. Got to have those brackets, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is sort of an intermediate to advanced level Microsoft Word feature. So you might want to get creative with your Microsoft Word. I'm going to show you how to put a table in here. These are subdivisions of a job. I'm going to put a table in here with Microsoft Word so that when I generate the proposal, it will generate a total for each subdivision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this hard-coded these lines out of here. And I'm going to come up here in Word and I'm going to click Insert. And I'm going to insert a table. Maybe I can maximize this so you can see it better. I'm going to insert a table. Click it. Now I'm only going to hover. I'm going to hover over this square in the upper left corner. And what that did, it put that long horizontal box on my Word document. I'm only hovering up here. That horizontal box is a cell. Then I'm going to come to the right and hover over this second box. And what it did is it divided that cell into 2 cells. I want 2 cells because this table is going to show the subdivision name on the left and the subdivision selling price on the right. So I'm going to click this square right now, left click. I'm just going to click, and now I have this table on my Word document. In the cell on the left, I'm going to put the token for the subdivision name. And in the cell on the right, I'm going to put the token for the subdivision selling price. So let me come back now to my token library, and I'm going to find the subdivision name. I know it's on page 3. I've already planned this out. So page 3, subdivision name. There it is, subdivision name. And here's the token. So I'm going to swipe over it, brackets and all, and I'm going to copy. Then I'm coming down to the Word document. I'm going to paste that token into that cell right there. Then I'm going to come back to my token library and look for the subdivision selling price. Subdivision. I know it's here. Where are you? There you are. There's subdivision selling price. This is the token for the subdivision selling price. So I'm going to right click and copy, then come back to my Word document, and I'm going to right click and paste it into here. There's the token. I'm going to plug one more token in here, and that's going to be the token for acceptance days. This proposal, I've already typed these words into this Word document. This proposal will be valid for blank number of days. Well, I'm going to come to the token library, and I'm going to look for acceptance days. Acceptance days are right here. I'm going to swipe over the token for acceptance days, right-click and copy, come back to my document, and I'm going to paste the token in right here. Well, I've got a lot of blank space here. I'm going to eliminate some of this blank space. I'm going to hit delete a couple times there and maybe a couple times there, just to make it pretty. Now, this document is going to end up being a smart document that is smartened by these tokens are going to pull the corresponding value that happens to be in each job. This bid notes thing is pretty cool. You can have notes. I'm going to open up the Edge just to show you. In the bid properties here, you can enter notes right here in the miscellaneous tab, and you can click notes, and you can type any notes in here. I've typed up notes for inclusions and exclusions. So that's where that token is going to be pulling the value from the notes. Here's bid date right here. And so you need to have a value in here if you want that token to pull the value to put on the proposal that you end up with. So I'm going to click Save Bid. I just wanted to show you where these notes are coming from. Okay, the token is going to. All right, so the tokens themselves are pulling values from the bids, and these can be prettied up on the final end product of the proposal by doing this. I'm going to carefully swipe over that first one, brackets and all, and I'm going to hold down the control button right now, and I'm going to carefully swipe over each one of these tokens. And there we go. And I'll do this one too. I'm going to hold down the control button, and I'm swiping over that token. Control, swipe. Now I've included the word is there. I'll fix that later. And control, swipe, control, swipe. One more, control, swipe, and I've included the word for there. I'll fix that after the fact. So now I'm going to pretty it up by giving each one of those tokens a color. I want to show you the magic that occurs here. And so I'll give it this purple color so that it will really stand out. You see how these things, the tokens now are colored? Well, they could also be resized. If I had swiped over all of them, I could resize them and change the font if I wanted to. The final end product of your proposal will look however you decide you want them. Now, I remember this word is. I'm going to swipe over that and change it. I guess I can, I'll change it up here to the default black, and the same for the word for here. Kind of mess that up a little bit. So I'm going to make it pretty. Okay. Now I've learned from practicing that the brackets have to be the color you want them, not just the words. Okay. So The other magic that's going to happen is sort of a magic between Microsoft Word and the Edge Estimator. That's this table right here. I only have one line on the table, but I might have 3 or 4 or 5 subdivisions in a job. It's going to give me a row for each of the 3 or 4 or 5 subdivisions. You'll see the magic. I'm going to click File and Save As, and I'm going to save it to my Documents folder because that's the way I roll. So and I just give it a number here, any number. Okay, so I've saved it to my documents. Now it's time to upload it to the administration portal. Let me show you how to do that. You're under Admin. I'm clicking Admin. I'm coming back to the Templates Manager again, but this time I'm going to click Create New here. And I'm going to click, I'm going to give this new proposal a name. I like this name right here. You see I've done it before. Then I'm going to choose the file I just painstakingly edited with those tokens in there, and I named it 77. So I'm going to choose that file there. This tag is not mandatory. You can put something in there if you want to, but you don't have to. So I'm going to click Save. Now that proposal is on my administration portal. I have 2 proposals. You can use your own logic for why you might want multiple proposals. It could be that you want a proposal for each locale. It could be that you might want a proposal for new construction and another proposal for re-roofing or anything like that, but you can have multiple different proposals. Okay, so now is the proof of the pudding. This has been uploaded and it can be accessed from any computer, anywhere in the world with internet access, 24/7, 365. You can come up to Admin and come to Proposal Generator at this point. You can choose the proposal you want to use. You see I've got 2, the same 2 you see right here. I'm going to choose this one. That's the one I just edited and created. I'm going to choose the bid that I want to generate a proposal for and the scenario. I only had one scenario in this job. If I had multiple scenarios, they would all show up here, but one scenario. Now I'm going to put the number of acceptance days. I'm going to put 30 in here. Now this right here is not pulling a value from a job. It's just going to put this 30 on that proposal where I put the token for acceptance days down at the bottom of that proposal. Now notice this checkbox here, hide missing fields. If a token was pulling a value from a bid where that value didn't exist in your bid, perhaps maybe the bid date or something is not filled in the bid, like I have filled in this bid right here, bid date. If this was blank, then if I did not hide the missing fields, it might be a little messed up in the final proposal. It might have the token sitting there on my final proposal, and you don't want that token sitting there to present to your customers. So I'll hide any value that may be missing from a job. And now all I need to do is click Generate. and it will generate a proposal. There it is, right there. I'm going to click it, and here is my proposal with a bid date in purple, the name of the job, city and state. Now, the notes, those inclusions and exclusions that I had in the note are right there. The overall selling price. And remember that magic between Word and Edge Estimator? It did give me the overall selling price for each subdivision and the number of acceptance days at 30. There is a proposal. That is how you generate proposals in the Edge Estimator. The good thing is, and I think every company should have at least one proposal on their administration portal, because these proposals can be accessed by anyone with the permission turned on. They can be accessed from any computer anywhere in the world at any time for any one of your completed bids. That's it. That is the proposal generator. If you have any questions, please post them now. I want to remind you that in this webinar, there is a handout that you can download, and that handout is this token library. Okay, that's it for the proposal generator. I'll pass it back to you, Tammy, if there's anything.
Thanks so much, John, and thank you everybody for attending. As John said, you can download that proposal generator token library document in the handout section, and then it's always going to live in that Edge admin portal. So, but just for convenience, you can download in the handout section. Thanks everybody, and just a reminder, please take our survey so that we can deliver the right content for you for next year. Have a great day, everybody.